What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the lab with another quest build. I have a template to a super rare solo dolo type hatch. This thing is an absolute monster. It is an undersized big man, but max weight, max wing. It can do all the dirty work for your squad. This can play in the rec, at the city, in the park. You can play with this build with anybody. This is the kind of thing that you want in the trenches next to you, taking grenades against your opponents, because this thing is going to be an animal trying to destroy anything in front of them. It has shades of Anthony Mason, Ruben Patterson, and Charles Barkley. This is the 6'8", max weight, max wing, point of attack stopper. Now, I've seen this name on NBA 2K24, but I haven't personally ran into one in the city just yet. But I can almost guarantee you that it's not going to be anything like this freak of nature that I'm about to show to you in this video. So we're going to jump right in. You're going to be 6'8" at the power forward position because we want that max 275 weight. And we're going max wingspan at 7'6". So follow along to a T to get this super rare name, and then tinker at your own discretion. We're going to run through these specs pretty quickly, and then we're going to give it a once over at the end and talk about the play style and certain things you can tinker to keep this name. So follow along. At the end of the day, it's your build. You can do whatever you want, but this name is absolutely gruesome. We're going to get our close shot to a 50. We're going to get our driving layup to a 60. A lot of these are tied to other attributes. We're going to get our driving dunk to a 75 because we want some of those packages to be able to yam when we do get a runway. We're going to get our standing dunk to a 50 and our post control to a 35. We're going to get our midi to a 72 on this blueprint. So you are going to get that midi magician on silver. Then we're going to get our 3-ball to a 77. Also get your free throw to a 71, get those free points. Then we're going to get our pass actually on this build to an 86. Remember I said team first. Going to get our ball handle to an 80. And then we're going to get our speed with ball to a 72. Defensively, we're going to get our interior defense to a 61. We're going to get our perimeter D maxed out to a 90. Keep our steelies at a 50. We're not trying to go for super splash plays on this build, but we're going to get our block to a 78. We do want to be able to contest some shots in the lane. And then max out your defensive rebound to a 99. That is the kicker on this build. Keep your offensive rebound to 54, but you are going to be grabbing some of those rebounds when it does come next to you. Get your speed to a 75. That's going to give us that speed booster on bronze. Your acceleration should already be maxed out. Then get your strength to a 95. That's going to give us that Hall of Fame immovable enforcer. And then we're going to get our vertical to a 75 and then put the rest on stamina to a 97. So now that we got the specs out of the way, let's talk about how to get this name point of attack stopper. Basically, you don't necessarily want anything higher than a 78 on your finishing or your shooting attributes, or it'll change the name to like a 3-point threat or an interior threat or something of that accord. You can get your pass actually all the way up to an 86 before it becomes a pass first 4, which is also a hot name. A lot of rare names in this tree. And you can also get your defense rebound all the way to a 99, but if you do get your offensive rebound too high, it'll change the name to a rebounding big as well. You do want to get your perimeter defense as high as you possibly can. Too low might change the name as well. But all in all, if you follow this blueprint, then you can go back and tinker. If you still want to get this name, you can make this a plethora of different ways. So now let's talk about the play style if you're going to be running on this blueprint. I think the names in 24 are a little bit ambiguous this year. It's going to be so much more important to have a play style that is justified by the attributes on your build. And this thing right here is going to be an absolute monster on the glass. You get Hall of Fame box up beast and Hall of Fame rebound chaser at 6'8" with a max wing. You're going to see incredible rebounding animations like Charles Barkley, and going to be an animal on the glass, probably averaging 10 to 20 boards per game. The Hall of Fame rebound chaser is no joke this year, and when you couple that with the 95 strength, this thing's going to be an absolute hoss to deal with. So you get that Hall of Fame immovable enforcer, which is going to be super crucial when bodying up dudes trying to go around you. Strength truly matters this year. That gold brick wall is going to get your teammates open. You're going to be just thrashing off ball, trying to break people's clavicles out there, off rip on God swear left side curtains. But then when you have the pill in your hands with that 80 ball handle, you're going to have gold bulldozer, and Hall of Fame physical handles. It's going to be hard to rip this build, especially when you have all that girth, get in the Gatorade facility and get that burly body type, and your hitbox is going to be out of this world. Your handles, you're going to be able to kind of move around, smash, shuck, and jive a little bit at 275. You are that undersized kind of 3-4. But the 275 weight, these are not show muscles. This is not show saturated fats. This thing's an absolute animal. So when you do get the ball off that 99 defensive rebound, just take it yourself and, get out on the break. The 86 pass accuracy is going to be crazy. You can gold break starter, but you're also going to have this silver passing ability to get your teammates involved. It is a solo build through and through. So you're going to be able to ISO a little bit on this build, but also get your teammates involved and earn their trust. That's going to be super important. Shooting wise, a 77 3 ball, you got to learn your jump shot, find a base, find a custom jumper that you like. You're going to be able to hit with that 77 3 ball. If you go too high, it's going to change the name. And a lot of you might punt midi because when are you going to really be taking mid-range jumpers? I understand that. You can drop that down a little bit and then add that to interior scoring or something, depending on your play style. And then when it comes to finishing, I like the 75 driving dunk. You're going to be wanting to space the floor, set off ball screens for your teammates, be that pick and pop, pick and slash type player. But this isn't a paint clogger. This should be in the corner, setting up. This should be, moving off ball without the ball and not getting in the way of your teammates. You don't have a high close shot. You're not going to be burning dudes for layups or trying to, yam over everybody. So pick your poison, pick your spots when attacking the rim. And that 75 driving dunk is going to give you some animations to, be able to throw it down, and it looks like you know what you're doing when attacking the cup. But let's not forget, this thing is a point of attack stopper. So defensively, the 90 perimeter defense, playing with this threes at the park or, outside of the rec, you're going to be able to clamp up those little peanut guards. And at 6'8 max wing, I'm telling you, like that Ron Artest, that Ruben Patterson, those girthy mother trucks are hard to get around this year. And that 90 perimeter D with gold challenger, gold 94 feet, gold workhorse, and the Hall of Fame off-ball pest with the 90 perimeter defense attribute. There's a lot of off-ball physicality when you're this size. And when people are going through the lanes or trying to go to the corner, you can hit and bump them off their spots. So that Hall of Fame off-ball pest might be incredibly annoying to play against, but your teammates are going to love you. A lot of what this build can do is not necessarily going to show up in the stat sheet, but you're going to be that workhorse, like that engine that makes the team go. Every team needs that fire starter to get the energy in the building. And let's not forget, the 99 defensive rebound is going to be able to create opportunities for your squad. This is like a strong perimeter defending diming rebounder. That's what the name should be on this build. But what you're going to end up with is actually one of the rarest names, like I've been saying, the point of attack stopper. I haven't seen anything like this build in 2K24 thus far. It is eerily similar to my own Solo Dolo blueprint, my glass cleaning interior scorer, which I might be making a video on at some point. But this thing's even more rare, even more specified, and this name is just absolutely gruesome. I wouldn't even know what to do with this, but I would love to play alongside this guy in the trenches, like I said. What do you guys think of this build, this blueprint, this name? Do you like this playstyle, or what would you change? Sound off in the comments down below, because I'd love to keep my finger on the pulse of the Questbaro community. Shout out Allah All City Live for that ridiculous rhetoric. Is this something that you would spend your hard-earned VC on, even though it is a little bit cheaper to get your build to a playable level this year? Let me know, because you know what time it is. Questbaro is going to keep bringing that super rare heat.